Man, last night was, in my opinion, the best game all around that the Eagles have played all year. I mean, Sam Bradford, I've been on his case for pretty much the entire season. I don't have anything to complain about with him from last night. Finally, Jordan Matthews, he comes back after the bye. He don't have any drops. Plus, he has the game winner in overtime. 9 catches, I think it was, over 100 yards. DeMarco Murray, he had a good game. He had a real good game last night. And I'm sure he had that extra internal motivation, being that he's back in Dallas. So, he won't really come out and admit it. And, I don't think anybody else will, either. But he had that extra motivation, like he had the first game against Dallas. But I think it was a little bit extra because he was back in Dallas last night. So he had a real good game. A real good game. And there were some Dallas fans, that were kind of on Jordan Hicks, on his case a little bit, coming back to Dallas, Texas, because he's Longhorn in college. Well, that pick six was mighty nice. It sucks because he did get hurt, and it looks like he's going to be out. I think what I seen was 2 to 4 weeks, possibly. So hopefully, hopefully I read that wrong. But anyway, I mean, he had a good game, man. He had a real good game. The one gripe that I have is Brandon Graham had a great game too, by the way. Stupid penalties. Like the one from Brandon Graham. We stopped the Cowboys on 3rd and 1. They would have ended up punting. But Brandon Graham, I don't know what he said. He must have said something that was worthy of a flag. They called, a taunting penalty, which gave Dallas a first down. Gave him a little bit more life. Now, I'm sure that Chip Kelly, somebody got on his case about that, because that's just not, Thankfully, he did redeem himself, though. So, he had a good game overall, though. And then Byron Maxwell, man. What was it, the last drive in the fourth quarter that Dallas had? There was those back-to-back pass interference calls. Both of them, especially that second one, both of them were really, really, really questionable. That's all I'm going to say about that. Really questionable. So I don't think Ed Hockley and his crew were, on point last night. But it is what it is. Thankfully, it's not anything that cost us the game. Now, in the big scheme of things, like I said before, this game is absolutely huge. It was huge for the Eagles. Well, it was huge for the Cowboys too, but it was huge for the Eagles because we could not have afforded to go leaving Dallas, come back to Philly, 1-3 in the division. We just, it would not have worked out. Not only that, it would have put us 3-5 overall. It would not have looked good. It would not have been good at all for us. Now, next week, we play Miami. We play Tampa Bay after that. And then we go to Detroit for Thanksgiving. All three, especially seeing the way that this team played last night, defense and offense, all three of those games are winnable games. All three of them. Then, we have go to New England after that Detroit game, which that's going to be... But yeah, man, I'm just happy right now. Finally, a week. Finally, a week where we don't have to worry about stressing out. Sam Bradford pissing us off. Chip Kelly, doing some kind of ridiculous whatever. Now, let me just sidetrack a little bit, because at the beginning of the game, I was a little stressed out. Because I'm like, how do you become the first team ever to go 6 and out on one drive? Because we go 3 and out. Typical Eagles fashion this year. We start out the game just like that. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Punt the ball. We had that roughing the kicker during the punt. Gives us new life. Guess what? We go 3 and out again. So the game, it did not start off too well. At least for me anyway, because I know other Eagles fans were stressed out, but for me, I was already irritated. Already. So, and then, Dez Bryant had that long, reception, like 50-something yards or whatever it was. Put Dallas in a scoring position, and they ended up scoring. So, it didn't start out too well, but Sam Bradford, let me talk about him for a second. It's been known that I've been criticizing him heavily this entire season. This game, I will give him all the credit in the world. Am I completely... is he in a safe house right now? No, he's not. It's one game. But this is how I would like him to play. Play with some emotion. I seen that from him yesterday. Especially after that game-winning touchdown. Throw down the field. Like, down the field. He did that. The receivers were doing better at not dropping the pass, even though it happened a few times. But he was making better judgment calls. He was making better decisions. His accuracy was really good last night. Like, we were expecting it to be. Like, last night was the best game he had all year. By far. Now, if he can continue that and be consistent with it, he can really start to work his way back into not only my good graces, but the Eagles fans as a whole. Because he's been awful this year. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that this is the turnaround for Bradford. So I'm just excited, man. This is a good win, a much needed type win, because it showed guts. They fought through this game to win it. It was a good game. The whole way through, man. It was a good game going into overtime, and it showed guts that they fought through this, and then they came out on top. So hopefully that adds a boost of confidence to this team going forward. Like I said, the next 3 games are very winnable. So, barring any craziness, I am expecting us to win the next 3 games. I'm not saying they will, but I am expecting us to win the next 3 games going into the New England game. That'll put us at 7-4, and we'll be sitting good. We'll be sitting good. So that being said, man, it was a good win last night for more than one reason. It's always nice beating Dallas in Dallas. I mean, am I wrong? So anyway, that's all I got, man. I can't wait for the Miami game Sunday. So I'll talk to y'all later, man. Go Birds.